right, Rick's Smiley Morning Show, 8 to 9, 11 minutes after the hour, y'all. So each week we read a question from the Rickey Smiley Morning Show DM. And Brett, what happened this morning?
Well, Ricky, a lady said, "Good morning. I hope you all can help me with this issue I'm having with my husband. He has a nephew that's more like a son to him that's 30 years old. He had been out of work for a few months after getting fired for getting in a fight at his job. So this boy car got repossessed after 3 missed payments, and my husband went and paid $1,800 to get the car back and then gave him another $4,500 to pay the loan off. I found out about it from bank statements. He tried to justify it, saying he's helping him get back on his feet now, that he has a new job starting soon. We've been married 8 years and I don't have any kids. We don't have any kids. I got a problem with it because he did this behind my back and because we just had canceled a cruise with my family back in December because he was talking about it was too expensive in the economy and this and that. But it wasn't too expensive to give his boy almost $7,000 because he was irresponsible. Make it make sense. And why should I not be pissed off at him?
Yeah, you had every right to be ticked off.
Now,
every right.
But Rick, hold on. We don't know the details. Now, she said that he gave his nephew, he helped him out. Sometimes, and he sounded like an older dude. She said they've been married 8 years. They don't have no kids. This nephew is probably like a son to him. And he probably got, obviously, if you give somebody that kind of money, you already got some money. So I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Maybe.
Yeah, but you're not going to cancel my cruise.
Right.
Yeah, that's why the pastor have a deacon and a trustee board. That's why the mayor have a city council, and that's why the president have a Congress.
Okay,
So have a conversation with your wife. Have a conversation with your wife. You just skipped all over your wife and did all this stuff and then tell her about it. She probably feel terrible. I would not have done that.
But you know how most men think it's my money, so I'm gonna go ahead and do what I want to do. So
that's what I'm thinking. This is an older dude. You know, he's looking at his nephew like it's his son, and he said, "I'm gonna help this boy get back on his feet. He made a mistake, whatever." I think she's more upset about the fact that he didn't go on this cruise with her family.
Yeah. I mean, he could have just paid the car note and not given him the other money. Then took that other money, went on the cruise, and just kind of balanced out where you still help the young man. Or whatever, and then when you 30, you giving them that kind of cushion or whatever, and you know what I'm saying. I'm not finna do that. I'll help my son with a $50, $40 cash app for some gas or a meal here and there or whatever. But I ain't doing that kind of stuff. I'll put them through college and set them up to succeed. I don't know. That's just I would have had a conversation with my wife, and that don't make me a simp either.
No. But they probably don't even know each other that well. They just been married 8 years. 8 years ain't that long.
But that's what I'm saying.
Enough.
But his relationship
been
with
together 4 years, 4 to 8 years before they got married. You know how black folks do. We be engaged for years now.
Yeah, for 20.
I'm just saying I get it because he probably should have said something to his wife, but he probably felt like she would have had an issue.
What you think, Rock?
Man, ain't no probably about it. He definitely should have said something with his wife. You know, you got to keep that balance at home. You got to, when you become married, you become one. You got to communicate before you make them decisions. You got to make them together.
I think he felt like she wasn't gonna find out about it.
Hold on, Alfredas, what you think?
I mean, I be sneaky. I do some sneaky
what
stuff.
Like what?
Like I buy a Chanel purse. My husband thinks they're
you won't.
My husband thinks they're like $500.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, he has no idea. Unless he's
how do you do that?
listening.
Attention to the account.
No, you put it on like the store card. Yeah, you put it on like that Lima's card.
I can't stand you.
Yeah, so I do some sneaky financial stuff.
Now, Brett, help me out. How do you do this?
I just talk to mine. I just ask. I ask if it's okay, if it's cool. It's never a problem. So.
But what if she said no? What if she said no? Then what would happen?
Because that means she gonna get it for me.
Oh.
No, I'm saying if you do something for a family member.
Everybody ain't able.
Everybody
ain't able.
Alfreda's in her poor marriage just her.
See, I had to just borrow, beg, and steal.
If she said no, that means she go go.
Okay.
That's some fire right there. And Gary, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts is, like we said, we don't know everything. They both may have separate bank accounts. He may have taken the money out of his account to give,
No.
and then he
She
had to
wouldn't
tell
be
her.
so mad then. If that's the case, then he should still make sure she get whatever she needs.
Right.
If he can do this for somebody, $7,000, and you cancel my stuff that we supposed to do.
He
didn't
probably
wanna
want to go on
go.
the cruise. Exactly.
He didn't wanna go on that
That's the
cruise.
thing. He need to be honest and say that.
Yeah.
Babe,
Well,
let's do something else. I'm
'Cause she
scared
said
of
it
being
was-
on the water.
She said it
or-
was with her family.
Yeah.
And he
Oh,
didn't want to go
that's
and
what
be
it
with her
is
family.
then. He didn't want to be with her family.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the money.
I figured that. Yeah, and now I'm not mad. I missed that part.
Yeah, you missed that part. Huh? Yeah.
Now I'm not mad because when you bring some of them damn family members, it could be jealous, envious, nasty,
Yep.
lying,
Yes.
hate
Yep.
your ass for an argument that y'all had,
Come
and
on now.
say all
Yeah.
this, say all that. I wouldn't give a damn. I don't
Grabbing
damn
the
blame.
air.
I done,
Yeah.
grabbing the air when they talking to you, and nothing you will do or ever do will be good enough. When I tell you,
Exactly.
man, them family members will ruin a relationship. They'll come around and won't speak, won't talk to nobody, nasty to everybody, and stuff. And whatever y'all went through, y'all done got over it, but they still showing up to different events with a nasty attitude, big back, ugly, nasty mother.